Well, hiya everyone, it's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I am zooming all the way over to the eastern states right now with Malia. Malia is part of the Farmy Farm for the Adelaide Fringe. Adelaide Fringe is not far away, but we're going to chat to Malia right now. Malia, hey, how are you?
Hi, thank you so much for having me on your show.
Oh my goodness, my absolute pleasure. I think I've just been trumped though. Your jungle room looks amazing out there. I love it.
Oh, this isn't my home. I've actually just stepped into the amazing Brunswick Heads for the weekend to do some other work up here. So I am calling you from an actual real forest.
Wow, I like that. Well, I'm enjoying all the vines. I'm enjoying all those leaves. It's looking really gorgeous. You've given me competition. Ah,
Your
no,
hair's better than mine though, so I think
no,
it's
no,
okay.
no. If anything, I'm probably more high maintenance. Let's be honest. But let's not make this interview about me, baby. Hey, so the Farmy Farm is coming to the Adelaide Fringe. It's playing in the Factory at the Garden of Unearthly Delights, iconic venue. My goodness. It's running from Saturday, the 15th of February to the 2nd of March. Please, the Farmy Farm. What's it all about?
Well, what is it not about? It's our byline is it's got more going on than a chook in a worm farm, which I think is like a visual aid for sort of how the show is and how I sort of run my life actually. It's I run a rehearsal room that's very much yes and. So it's like juggling carrots, absolutely. Yes and. Should we hang trapezes from the roof? Absolutely. Yes and. Giant hay bales? Yes and. So like everything is just in this show. It's chock a block with acrobatics, trapeze, juggling, comedy. It's like true blue, fantastic comedy, kind of like The Castle, but with acrobatics like Cirque du Soleil. So, on the set of Babe. So, like, it's kind of all of the best things, in my opinion.
It's
Yeah.
eclectic. It's like brought in all these elements, and it's the love child of pretty much anything that's gone on in the world. I love it.
Yeah. It's been really fun. I'm working with two performers called Sam Aldum and Josie Wardrobe, and they are phenomenal. They are so multi-skilled. They used to be in Circus Oz, so they know all sorts of tricks, and the caliber of circus is super high. But this show is very small and dense and creative, and has a little narrative about really loving the outdoors and loving Australia and loving educating kids about how much fun it is to water plants and enjoy their outdoor living.
Oh my,
So yeah.
I'm coming. I'm coming along. I'm there, darling. I'm there. You got me. You got me at points. Um, hey, I
We
mean,
have little presents for our like volunteers that are little seed packets, and if you plant them in a pot, it'll like grow your own little like beautiful little veggie patch. So you'll have like a lettuce and a carrot in there, and maybe like a little bean plant. So like that's our little specialty thing we do for
Alia,
gifts.
you and I were destined to meet. I'm sure. It's like you had me at everything. Come on. Oh. Hey, you are no stranger to the Adelaide Fringe because you've been here many, many, many times. Some of your previous shows, Children Are Stinky and Brass Monkeys.
Yes.
Like you were just saying, Josie and Sam, have they been involved in any of these shows previously?
I think Josie and Sam were in a show called By a Thread for a while, which is like an aerial acrobatic spectacular. And yeah, they've just actually been touring with um, like high flying shows, like high flying swinging trapeze shows, which don't normally come to Adelaide, and then touring with Circus Oz before then. So yeah.
What do you love about the Adelaide Fringe? Because I mean, obviously, like we just said, you've been here many times. What do you love about the Adelaide Fringe?
I think look, just like the audience in Adelaide is better than any other audience in the whole world. I think the Adelaide audience is very much a I'll give that a go, or like I've never heard of that before, like let's give it a try. So you're very willing to go and see anything, but also like the standard is very high, and you know what good work is, and you know what good art is, and you know, you all celebrate the festival, and you all come out in all bells and whistles to everything, and it's just so exciting to see a city become that supportive and that alive, you know, with love of performance and love of theatre and love of bloody anything. And I really enjoy Adelaide for its people and its audiences.
And you know what? It really does. It becomes this hive of incredible activity. I mean, look, you know what? Many people come down on Adelaide and say it's like, you know, a boring small country town. But you know what? I live here. I love it. And I never get bored. And I could easily get bored if I chose. Adelaide is
No.
amazing. But while Fringe is on, it's just electric. The buzz of the energy is, you know, in the air, it's amazing. When you come to Adelaide,
Yes.
bars, restaurants, cafes, beaches, what do you enjoy doing? What do you like to do when you get to Adelaide? When you're not doing, you know, the producing, the directing of the show, of course.
I really like going down to Port Wollonga and just going to the beach there, and cartwheels just along the beach there. I love coming to Adelaide and going up to the hills, up to, it starts with an S, I've forgotten it.
Starts with S.
Yeah, up in the hills. It's just
Sterling.
like beautiful.
Sterling.
Sterling. I love Sterling and going up there and seeing all of that. I love the wines. I love Adelaide so much that I actually married somebody from Adelaide. So
Wow.
like, you know, I did Fringes and then fell in love with one of yours, and you know,
Oh,
it's very close to I like when I say I love people from Adelaide, like I love people from Adelaide.
darling, you need to come around to my home and visit my home jungle. Clearly, we're going to get along just fine. So hey, how many years have you been doing Adelaide Fringe for?
So I've been doing Adelaide Fringe for 15 years, and I started off making shows for adults. So my company's called Circus Striptease, and I started off 15 years ago with the show by the same title, and it was very like fun and circus and electro swing, and we played Toss the Girl, and it was all very sick, like sassy and sexy, and like really sort of adult cabaret. And you know, fast forward 5 years, I have my own little like wee baby, and I start going to shows, and that's when I discovered this is I need something that I'm going to like as well. Like I'm paying for the ticket as a mum, and I really want to make shows that are worth the hundreds of dollars you spend on theatre. So I made a show called Children Are Stinky, which has done, it's still touring. It's the show that never dies. Like we're still like, you know, we just went to Edinburgh. Like we're doing all of the things, and that little show is about 10 years old now. So yeah, I made it from loving Adelaide and wanting to tour and be in that festival circuit, but still make shows for adults and kids, because it's all entertainment, it's all fun, and you know, entertain everybody really.
I agree. Make everyone happy. Hey, let's come back to the Farmy Farm,
Yes.
which is appearing at this year's Adelaide Fringe 2025.
Mhm.
Farmy Farm, how old is that now? Because obviously it's the first time in Adelaide, but how long has the show been around for?
We've done 2 shows. So we've only done 2 little tiny baby shows in Melbourne Fringe.
Yeah.
And we mainly did that just to make sure that it was of caliber high enough for the Adelaide audience, and to shoot a cute little promo reel. So if you pop onto our little social page, you'll be able to see a little promo of our show in a tiny little venue in our first ever season in Melbourne. And then we're ready. We're like, got our big muscles on. We packed the hay bales and we're ready for the Adelaide audience. And it's so great and hot and fun. And I have people that have seen all of my work and say to me, I think the Farmy Farm's the best one. It's really cute. It's really great. It's really enjoyable and fun for parents and kids. And the soundtrack is amazing.
God. Well, I have seen the promo video. It's absolutely amazing. It looks like a bundle of joy. I'm going to definitely bring one of my little nieces and nephews. And I'm the favorite uncle, let's be honest. And the best
We
thing,
all need a uncle, don't we?
oh, it's the best thing. It's like, because like the moment there's a pooey nappy, it's like, there you go, mum. There you go,
Yeah.
dad. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm the uncle. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you're the fun one.
I know. I do the fun stuff, not all that. So I don't pack the lunchbox. Anyways, I'm going to bring one of them along. It looks like a total hoot of a show. I can't even wait. But so obviously, I mean, you are a performer as well. Um, how hard is it for you when you put a show together? How hard is it for you to put a show together that you aren't going to be in it? Because obviously, this show you don't perform in it. You're the director. Is that a hard decision for you?
Well, I think different roles happen when you meet different creative people. So I usually really love being in the shows I create. I've got all of these wonderful ideas that percolate and, need to like come out of me at some point. But then when you meet some people as fabulous as Sam and Josie, I just see their vision and their excitement, and we really all feed off each other, and we've got this great relationship where we can all make all of these suggestions really kindly and caringly, and the show just like grew and grew and grew. And I actually live on a farm in Victoria, and so the show was made on a farm with chickens out the back door, with our like little babies running around, and it was like real time, making the show in real time, where my 10-year-old would be like, no, I don't think you should do it that way. This is more funny. And so we had all of this great feedback by, like my 10-year-old and my 6-year-old. And so it was made with kids, creatively on a farm. So it's literally spewed out of us, and just we had to cut all of this material. So you've really got the cream of the show in there. And it's such a pleasure to be in a role of supporting artists making this great vision.
Malia, it sounds like you create what you know and what you live. And, I mean, what better way to create, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a beautiful. I feel very lucky and very blessed. I get to travel around and work with such amazing people and come to such beautiful places like Adelaide.
Yay! Go Adelaide. Hey, is there a message to the show, The Farmy Farm? What would you like people to walk away with?
We want people to walk away with a greater love of the outdoors, with a great love of being active and fun, and just a real enjoyment of some time together as a family, because watching parents watch their kids watch the show is just so exciting. Like there's just this ripple of laugh that goes across the parents for like, those adulty kind of like kid. It's like watching The Simpsons, you've got jokes for the adults and the kids, and it's just nice to be together these days and celebrate Australia and celebrate the farm and celebrate plants, I think.
Celebrate Earth. Just celebrate
Yeah,
being alive, right? Celebrate smiling. Let's just celebrate anything.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Um, Malia Walsh, I mean, what an absolute darling you are. I can't even wait to catch up with you when you get to Adelaide, because I've got
Please.
a feeling we're going to have a total hoot. Everyone watching, Saturday the 15th of February to the Sunday 2nd of March, it is playing The Farmy Farm at the Factory at the Garden of Unearthly Delights. I'm going to be there. I can't even wait. Malia, the Fringe is what? Ooh, 2.5 weeks away?
Oh my God, so close.
Weeks away.
I
2 weeks
love we're
away.
talking about the farming farm, and a lawnmower is like just raging outside where I'm doing the
I
interview.
love that. Well, keep it real, baby. Keep it real.
Thank you so much. We'll see you at the farm.
Okay. Oh, there we go. There we are. Woo. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.